time for another favorite segment on Friday Briefing, that is Mind Your Language. Since we started, we have learned the correct pronunciation of certain words. For instance, you do not say mischievous, but you say mischievous. Or you do not say tortoise, but you say tortoise. And tonight we continue with our articulation classes with none other than Willis, the word master. Willis, it has quite been a journey. It has been quite a journey here on Mind Your Language.
A journey indeed, Betty, and I always say when there is something that is worth doing, it must just be done thoroughly, and that has been all about our journey.
Couldn't have been put better. Now, let's get straight to it. Do we say the cabinet secretary is efficient, or do we say the cabinet secretary is efficient?
If you allow me, Betty, I'll begin by saying efficient. Efficient. Most people say efficient, and all that, but the word is efficient. Then we say secretary, secretary. Just the way we have military, sanitary, monetary, and all that. But there is nothing wrong with secretary, military, or sanitary if one is unable to say tree in the ending of that word.
All right. Okay, let's move on to that condition whereby a person does not have enough red blood cells in their body. What is the correct pronunciation of that condition?
I know why you asked that, Betty, or whoever is our viewer who sent in that word, because in Kiswahili people find themselves saying anemia, anemia. But the English pronunciation for that word, Betty, is anemia. Letter A and E combine to form the long vowel sound E. Just like in aesthetic. Aesthetic. We don't say aesthetic. Aesthetic. We also say anesthetic. Anesthetic or anesthesia. Anesthesia. Very tricky words.
Anesthesia. Willis, you never cease to amaze. Let's move on to the other word. What's the correct pronunciation of this word? Let me spell it out. B-U-R-Y. B-U-R-Y. We
say berry. Berry, and not bury as commonly mistaken by non-native speakers of English language. So, Betty, we talk of bury, burial, buried, not bury, burial, buried. In this word, letter U takes a rare or exceptional sound value A.
All right, what about the tube? I don't know if you know this, of course you know this tube in which food passes while it's heading to the stomach. Where in science, I remember back in the day we said esophagus in primary school.
That word is not esophagus, and we should also not say oesophagus. The correct pronunciation is esophagus. Esophagus, since the letters O and E at the onset or the beginning of that word, the two letters combine to form the sound E. We call them vowel digraphs. Vowel digraphs, such kind of letters which combine to form a sound when there are two letters. So we say esophagus, just like we say estrogen. Estrogen. We also say fetus. Fetus. We also have phoenix. Phoenix, not phoenix.
Now, still on matters food, do we say lettuce or lettuce?
None of the two. We say lettuce. Lettuce. The word is pronounced as lettuce. I know that may be a surprise to you, Betty, but these are some of the very, very tricky English words. Just like the word spinach. When you look at spinach, what you'll be seeing is spinach. And many people say spinach, but the word is pronounced as spinach. So lettuce, not lettuce, not lettuce.
Spinach. Willis, are you spinach? That's a new one. Never heard of that before. Spinach and lettuce. Wow.
Lettuce.
All right. So let's take a few questions from our viewers. One, Brian wanted to know which is the correct pronunciation. Do we say blessed or do we say blessed?
Another tricky one. Anyway, as the past tense of the verb bless, we say blessed. The pastor blessed the children, blessed the children. But when we are talking about an adjective, the same word is now pronounced as blessed, blessed or blessed. That is to mean holy, lucky or good. Blessed Sunday. Have a blessed evening and all that, not a blessed.
All right, thank you very much, Willis, the word master. You are teaching us a lot of English pronunciations that we never got to learn in primary school, secondary school. Thank you very much. And that has been Mind Your Language on KTN Friday Briefing.